Skinny Hardaway, Southern T, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, I greatly appreciate you sliding through. If this your first time, do your boy a solid. Don't make it your last time. Hit that subscription button as well. We talk this good boxing sports, parlays, predictions every single day, not just today, right? But ironically, this EP here ain't got nothing to do with sports at all, man. This don't got nothing to do with the sports EP at all. This right here is a personal EP, right? This is a life EP, right? We might throw some sports in here, but we ain't come here for sports today, right? We came here for a little bit I'm really just here to have a conversation with myself, right? When I make these when I make these streams like this, I mostly be talking to myself. You know what I mean? Sometimes not sometimes, bro. As human beings, man, as people, we all have to motivate ourselves, right? We gotta keep ourselves on track. Sometimes you gotta talk to yourself, right? Sometimes you gotta push yourself, right? Sometimes you gotta believe in you, because if you don't believe in you, who else gonna believe in you, right? So this is one of these conversations, right, that I'm gonna have with y'all, but I'm really having with myself, right? Because a lot of people, they want to pretend, you know what I mean, that they perfect, right? A lot of people feel like, they never make a mistake, blase, blase, right? I'm not one of those people. I'm a real personable person, right? I'm a real relatable person. I'm a thinker, right? So I know that everything that I do isn't right. And a lot of times we do stuff to harm ourselves, and we don't even know that we're doing it. Because you could harm yourself sometimes by trying to help other people, right? You could harm yourself by valuing a person more than they value themselves, right? You could hurt yourself helping others, right? You could give and give and give. You could give, right? But I got a saying, man. If you filling up somebody else's bucket, then who filling up your bucket? Make sure that the bucket you're filling up, right, is pouring back into you, right? So if you constantly giving away and you're not receiving, at the end of the day, you losing because you're not putting back in, right? If you put $35 in the car and you drive it, right, you could drive it as long as that $35 lasts, right? But eventually, you're going to have to refill that thing, or that motherfucker go break down, right? So break down, start sputtering, right? And eventually it's going to quit on you. Well, that's how life works, right? You know what I mean? If you constantly pouring out, come on. If you constantly, giving out, you're not putting nothing back in, then eventually you go break down yourself. Today, man, this is about self-care, man. It's about self-care. It's about self-help. Yesterday was Love Day. I hope y'all had a beautiful Valentine's Day. I'm a terrible individual, y'all. This is really me having a conversation with myself. I'm a terrible individual. Again, sometimes I just gotta come, talk to y'all, talk to myself through y'all, right? I'm finna roll up while I do this. But if you got somebody in your life, right, significant other or whatnot, right, friend or whatever. If you got significant other in your life, and now you could love them, right? You could love somebody with all your heart, but sometimes love just ain't enough. And I know love day was yesterday, right? But you could love them with all your heart, but sometimes love ain't enough, right? If they're not returning the love, right, then you losing. If they don't help you grow, right, then there's really nothing that they're doing for you. If they don't help you be a better person, she was all that noise in the background. Karma, why'd you in here? Karma, why'd you in here listening to the background, Karma? You supposed to be listening to me. You ain't supposed to be in here listening to the background, Karma. You supposed to be listening to T. Shout out to my girl, Carmen. Appreciate you sliding through this thing. So I'm glad you can make it. But my dog and shit, man. You know, it's a bit move. You supposed to be listening to me, Carmen, not the background. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, though, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Y'all don't talk about my roof, man. I got to get that fixed. But where at? My girl Cookie said reciprocation is what it's all about, right? Facts. And somebody valuing you and valuing your time, right? If it's not helping you grow, it's best just to let it go, right? Yesterday was Love Day, right? Hope y'all enjoyed y'all Love Day. Yesterday, if your significant other, right? If your significant other showed you some love yesterday, the question is, right? Did you reciprocate? Or if you showed your significant other some love yesterday, did they reciprocate, right? I'm saying it to say this. Sometimes we get lost in loving a person, right? Or we get lost in liking a person, right? That we don't realize that just because we love them or just because we like them, they really could be doing more harm to us than helping us, right? They really could. If you find yourself, if you're with a person, right, and you always find yourself, if you always find yourself having to come out of, let's just say, if you always find yourself having to come out your pocket, if you always find yourself being the one, you know what I mean, that you always find yourself being the voice of reason, right? If you always find yourself being, I was moving around too, calm. That's why you heard all that noise. I was moving around. I was in the front, and then I came back to the back. I'm gonna probably go back to the front. This girl left her fucking headphones. Man, she's left all this shit here. But I digress. My bad. I digress. But sometimes it's the thing that we love. Sometimes it's the thing or the people that we love most that we gotta let go. That's slowing us down, or that we think that we love most. Right? I'm selling it now, Colin, so you ain't gotta worry about the noise. Move, get your ass out of the way. Get your motherfucking ass out. Let me get CJ, y'all. Oh, my bad, y'all. Happy Love Day. Happy Love Day, man. Let me get a situated so I can see where I was at. What I was just talking about, y'all. Y'all know I'm kind of slow. Y'all know I kind of. Cassandra, what's good, Cassandra? Where Cassandra go? What's good, Cassandra? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Glad you can. We having us a conversation. I want to talk to y'all after Love Day. It was Love Day yesterday, right? So I just want to have us a little conversation, man. The topic is, and sometimes I come here, I be talking to y'all, but I be talking to myself too, right? The topic is, man, if it don't help you grow, you gotta let it go, right? I be personable, right? I use my own experiences, right? It's this chick, right? It's this shit. I don't deal with her no more, right? But I used to be. Today, I don't deal with her no more, right? But I used to deal with her, right? You know what I mean? And I go ahead and be real with y'all. Y'all know I be real with y'all. I had a run in with them yesterday, right? Right? And that's where I fucked up, you know what I mean? And that's where this EP came from, right? Because I had a run in with them yesterday, and that's where I fucked up. Somebody from my past life, right? And then it was cool. It was cool while it was going on, right? It was cool in the moment of it, right? And it really didn't dawn on me until today, right? You know what I mean? But I got to thinking, man. Every time I find myself dealing with this person, right? Right? And it might not even be a whole lot, right? I might not lose a whole lot. I might not lose in the same way. Every time, you know what I mean, I lose. It may be a different way. It may be money this time. It may be an emotional loss this time. It may be a mental loss this time, right? It may be, might lose that person might make you lose your cool, right? But I realized, man, dealing with this person in the moment, I could be happy, right? But in the long run, right, I'm gonna lose every time. I'm gonna lose every time. And I had to realize it's a reason, right? If you let something go right, or if you feeling like you gotta let something go, if you let something go, it's a reason you feel that way, right? Or it's a reason that you let a person go in the first place, right? You not gonna lie to yourself. If you feeling like if you feeling like a person is a burden, right? You feel like a person is becoming a burden. It's normally because you probably putting a lot more into said person than that person is putting back into you. Think about this. Every time, every time you got, every time you got when you feel underappreciated, right? It's not from a person you never did nothing for, right? It's always from a person that you probably, you know what I mean, did something for. Like if you find yourself, like I found not yesterday in the moment, right? This really happened today. But I found myself realizing, this morning because I was about to stick my foot in it again, right? I was about to stick my foot in it again, and then something happened, right? But I'm glad something happened because that's really what opened my eyes. You know what I mean? Because I was about to, I was about to make I made a terrible decision yesterday, right? I made a terrible decision yesterday, right? But I was about to double down on that terrible decision, right? Just like I did, just kind of like I did, you know what I mean? Last year, right? I was about to put myself into the same bullshit, right? That I put myself into basically last year, but something happened, and it wasn't even because of me, right? That it didn't happen because I lost, right? I fell victim. I fell victim to it, right? If it doesn't help you grow, you got to let it go, right? I fell victim to it, right? So I was about to go ahead and fall into the trap, right? And then the trap actually had something else going on, right? The trap that I always fall into, right? I'm telling y'all the trap, right? The trap that I always fall into actually has something else going on, and I couldn't even fall into the trap like I wanted to, right? But me having that second, me having that time to pause, me having that time to really think, right? And I'm so glad that that trap had something else going on because I was about to fall right back into that trap. But now, you know what I mean? My eyes are open, bro, because I know better, right? I know better, right? And now I gotta do better. You know what I mean? Temptation is a motherfucker, right? You could know that something is bad for you. You could know that something isn't helping you grow. You could know that something probably doesn't bring as much value as you would like it to. But did this happen with friends too? Disappointment hurts more with friends. Yeah, facts. I'm more so Jacko. Shout out my guy Jacko, but I'm more so disappointed in me because I let myself fall for it again, right? And I was about to fall for it. I was about to, I was about to fall for it even deeper, right? You know what I mean? But something happened, right? And it opened my eyes, bro. You know what I mean? It opened my eyes because some things could feel good in the moment. Temporary things normally do feel great in that moment, right? Temporary things normally do feel great. You know what I mean? Temporary things normally do feel great. Let's uh dessert, sex, you know what I mean? Temporary things, right? They normally do feel great, right? It could feel great to you, but it's not great for you in the long run, right? If it don't help you grow, you gotta let it go. If I never, and we gonna talk some boxing. We gonna talk about it because it's boxing fights today, but I want to get this off my chest first, right? I want to get this out in the open, right? And again, this is personal, right? This is a personal thing with me. I'm a terrible individual. I'm a terrible person, bro. I know I got to do better, and I am gonna do better. And I am gonna do better, right? Starting today, y'all hold on for a second. Yo, hold on for a second. Real quick. All right, my bad, y'all. I digress. I digress. My girl Cassandra said facts, and you have to protect your mental. Right, Cassandra. Right. Because I let her wait. Where my phone at? Yeah, Cassandra, you gotta protect your mental, man. Temptation is a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, temptation is a motherfucker. I'm disappointed in myself, bro, because I'm a fairly smart individual. I'm a fairly smart individual. Pretty, pretty you know, I'm pretty strong in the mind, right? I'm pretty strong in the mind, right? But even at times, man, you know, I get weak, right? And sometimes I hear what's the word? I hear the voice of reason saying, I hear the voice of reason saying, hey, bro, you know better than that, right? And then it's the other side of me, like, but it's right there though. Like it's like it's so easy, right? You get what I'm saying? And normally, bro, like trouble or negativity, right? That's easy to get into. You know, it's hard to reach. Like goals are hard to reach, right? Milestones are hard to reach. It's easy to get in trouble. Trouble is everywhere you look, left, right. It's trouble everywhere. You know what I mean? It's easy. Yoda, what's good? Yoda, what's good? Take. MMA, what's good? Take. Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Glad you can make it, Queen. Glad you can make it. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Yeah, you will get better with age. Damn, I'm old. Oh yeah, for sure. Everybody will. Everybody will. I ain't gonna never stop getting better. Even it don't matter how old I get. I could be 55. I'm still gonna be better. I'm gonna be better than every 55-year-old walking around this motherfucker. Oh yeah, for sure. That I get better every day, which is why I can come here and I can rap with y'all about my shit. You know what I mean? I can come here, I can rap with y'all. You know what I mean about my shit. But it's so easy, man. Like but I digress. That'd be great. What you said, like now I said, time changes, love changes, best friends become strangers, right? Anything that's not helping you grow, you got to let it go. You know what I mean? Sometimes love ain't enough because a person could see, you know, that you love them and then use that as manipulation to play on it because people love a person could. This how you know. This how you know, like when you should let a motherfucker go, right? A person could see that you love them, right? And then they use that against you. You know what I mean? Oh, they see. I got it. Like the moment you start, sometimes the moment you start to show a weakness, right, or show love for a person, the wrong person, right, is gonna take advantage of that. You know when it's the right person because the right person won't take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Hurt people, Cassandra. There you go. You know what I mean? Hurt people, hurt people. You know what I mean? And I couldn't I'm gonna drop the flames for that, dog. And I couldn't, and I say that, but that's I couldn't see it no better. Right, hurt people, man. Right, and I gotta do better. You know what I mean about not hurting. You know, people who actually do. Like you could mess up. You could mess up what's actually for you. You could mess up what was meant for you. You could mess up what was put here for you. Right, holding on to temptations. You know what I mean? You could lose out on. You could lose out on the real. You could lose out on what was really put here for you, chasing the field. You know what I mean?
That's some real shit right now.
You know what I mean?
Real shit.
You really could. And I told y'all, man, when I had these conversations with y'all like this, I really be talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? I be talking to myself, bro. You know what I mean? If it don't help you grow, man, you gotta let it go. If I'm losing every time I interact with you, if I'm losing every time I see you, that's friends, family, girlfriend, for my ladies, boyfriends. Some of y'all got girlfriends, you know what I mean? Girlfriends, you know what I mean? If you, and that's whether I'm losing mentally, I'm losing physically, I'm losing fiscally, right? You know, whatever. If it's always a loss when I'm dealing with you, right? You gotta let that go. And in the moment, the person is weak, but overall, the person is strong. The person is smart. People are dumb. You get what I'm saying? So in the moment, we could make a bad decision. But don't let one bad decision lead to a second bad decision, or a third bad decision, or a fourth bad decision, right? And I had already made that first bad decision, right? I made that first bad decision. And I was on my way to making another bad decision, right? So I basically already failed, right? And then a situation happened, right? And it calls for me to open my eyes. You know what I mean? It calls for me to open my eyes because I was about to roll my ass right back on into that, you know what I mean? That trap that I was talking about earlier. Right? I was about to roll my ass right back on into that trap. And then it dawned on me, man. Like, y'all ever sat down and actually, I said, man, what the hell are you doing? Like, what the hell are you doing right now? You know what I mean? And I had to have one of those moments with myself just now. Like, Brody, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing right now? Because again, if it don't help you grow, you gotta let it go. If your relationship with a person is the same, right? That's friendships, relationships, whatever. Your relationship with a person is the same as when you met them, right? That's somebody that could be in your life, but that ain't nobody that you need in your life. You know what I'm saying? The people that you need in your life are going to help you grow. Those are the people that you need around you. Anybody could get up with you, y'all can have a good time. That's a flat line, right? That's a flat line. That's neutral, right? But not everybody could. You can't meet up with everybody and, you know, they got a business plan for you. You can't meet up with everybody and, hey, bro, I got this idea, I think. Or you don't meet up with everybody and you ever met a person like, yesterday was Valentine's Day, right? I got my girlfriend something for Valentine's Day, right? I made her think I didn't give her nothing. All day I ain't say nothing about it. I woke up, then, you know, nothing like that, right? Me, you know, cause I'm trying to surprise her and shit. Right? I'm like, yeah, I'm make her real mad and shit, right? And then I'm gonna bust out with this shit, right? In my mind, I'm not thinking, you know, Valentine's Day not for me, right? I don't expect to get enough for Valentine's Day, right? Valentine's Day ain't for me, right? It's not for me, right? So I ain't see her with no gifts either, right? So I wanna, and I've been telling her the whole time, I've been telling her the whole time, my Valentine's Day. He said, Joe, I don't believe in it. I don't believe it. He said, Carmen said you a demon. And I'm telling her the whole day, like, I know she's sad as hell. I'm telling her, I was getting her ready like 4 days ago. I'm like, you don't got to give me nothing. It's like, Valentine's, it's a fake day. I love you every day. We don't need no date or show. You need the date or show, get you up. But the whole time I know that I already got her some, right? So, I leave early in the morning, right? I leave early in the morning. And these all run together. I'm telling you, I'm a terrible individual. Right? But I leave early in the morning, right? I leave early in the morning, right? I go get the stuff and shit, right? I come back and she said, why would you do that? Because I'm a sick individual, Carl. I was playing this for days too, Carl. I was getting her ready. Like, I was down playing Valentine's Day. Like, I know she was sick in the inside. She ain't never said, she ain't never show it, right? And I know why she didn't. I know why she never got veered off, because she already had I ruined the story. But anyway, I digress. But I'm telling her the whole time, like, man, I don't believe in this shit. It's blah, 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 blah. I love you every day. But I go to the store, right? I tell her, what lie? I made up a lie. I said, I got to go pick my cousin up, take her to work or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I got to go pick up from work. You know what I mean? So I tell a lie, right? And then I come back with the gifts and shit. She opened the door. I'm like, I say, because I got a joke, right? I got a joke with her. I say, you always correct. I be whispering, you always correct. Because, women, I always think they're right. So I be whispering in her ear randomly, you always correct, right? So she came to the door, and I've been saying, she was like, she been telling me, you still ain't asking me that question yet. She talking about, would you be my Valentine? And that's when I started I don't believe in that shit. You know what I mean? Type shit. That's when I started that. Yeah, bro, I put some thought into this. Yep, I put some thought into this, bro. So I be telling her, she be like, you still ain't asking me that question yet. So I've been saying, will you marry me? She want me to ask her, will you be my Valentine, right? But she be like, you still ain't asking me that question yet. But I jokingly say, will you marry me? She be like, not that question. But she know that I'm being sick because I'm telling her Valentine's Day ain't nothing, She be like, you ain't asking me to be your Valentine. And I'm saying in my mind, I want you to be my wife, right? I'm saying, so will you marry me? That's the real question. I'm like, bro, this shit is little compared to where we going, right? I'm mind fucking her basically, right? So I just randomly like, will you marry me? She be like, you being funny. Because she know this. She want me to ask her, will you be I asked to be my Valentine up until this point, right? So I come in with the shit, with the dough. She opened the door. I'm like, Merry Christmas. I'm playing with Valentine's Day, right? I'm like, Merry Christmas. Will you marry me? And then, she cried a little bit, right? Because she didn't think I had her shit for Valentine's Day, right? I really don't value Valentine's Day like that. But she do, right? So I couldn't get her nothing. You know what I mean? Because she valued. I don't give a fuck about this day, right? I don't give a fuck about this day. This day don't mean shit. I mean everything I said the whole week, right? But I know it means something to her, right? So I got her some shit. And then guess what? Guess what, y'all? This motherfucker had me something too. I said, what? I said, what? You a woman and you got a man something? I told, I done told every woman in my, bro, Valentine's Day not for me. You don't gotta give me shit because you don't. I don't value it like that, right? And I never got nothing, right? But guess what? I told this motherfucker the same shit. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta give me nothing, but this ain't even my day, this your day, right? It's stupid. It's stupid day, but this day for y'all. Y'all value this day. You know what I'm saying? And she said, see you were cutting up. She got me something. I said, man, you ain't have to get me nothing because she really did, right? So I never got nothing for Valentine's since I ain't gonna lie, man. My girlfriends in high school used to give me something. It was crazy. I got like 4 gifts on Valentine's Day. This I got caught cheating. In high school, brothers, singing. Fucking Lenosha and my baby mama. Everybody know I had the same gals. Pretty much everybody knew I had 2 gals, right? But then Lexi got me something too, right? And it was a crazy day, bro. I'm telling y'all, it was a crazy day. But everybody knew Lenosha was the girlfriend that I walked with, right? My actual baby mama was kind of like my side piece. But I digress, right? Like, bro, like I was walking with my gal, right? Another chick brought me some Valentine's Day shit, right? You know what I'm saying? My baby mama
She coming out of major rep practice. She slid me some, and it's like, where you got all these gifts from? I'm like, you know what I mean? But I tell people, man, this day ain't, because it's not for us. It's not for us, right? Feels in here? He said, Gabe get something every year. What you talking about? Quick. You know why? Because you help Gabe grow. That's what I'm getting at, Quick. Exactly what I'm getting at, right? Because you help Gabe grow. That's why Gabe gets something every year, right? Because now you putting Gabe on his toes too. And to say you don't realize it, but when you start to pour into, because men pour into women all the time, we do that naturally. So we could do that, honestly, we could do that shit and not have no feelings for you at all. We could buy you whatever the fuck we want to. We could kick with you, take you here. We go do that anyway. You could come. We go do it anyway, right? But when, hey, Karma, y'all know I'm gonna cut you. When I get to talk about this, I really get to talk about this. This is really what I talk about. I keep this type of shit to myself. You know what I mean? I talk sports and shit. You know what I mean? But I do this too. I know sports and I know a little something about these women. But I digress. Facts, because now quickly Gabe know, okay, so she go step. So now I got to step. You know what I mean? Right? And now I know that, bro, if I really hadn't got her nothing, bro, if I really hadn't got her shit and she got me something, man, that would have been all bad. Like that would have been all bad, right? You know what I mean? So in that moment, she helped me, and I realized, like, in that moment, bro, I realized a whole lot, because I ain't gonna tell y'all what I did before that, but I'm a terrible individual, bro. But what I'm talking about, if it don't help you go, my trap, I had to let my trap go. You know what I'm saying? Because in that moment, man, I grew in that moment because, bro, I've been telling people, you don't got to give me nothing this whole time. And she could have not got me nothing. I would have been perfectly fine with it. It would have been just like it always been, right? But the fact that she actually did that, you know what I mean? And then when I realized she was setting me up with this shit for weeks too, she was setting me up with this shit like, you like this, you like that? What's your favorite color? This, boom, boom, boom. And me, I'm a nigga. I ain't thinking nothing. I'm just answering, yep. Red hat sit. No, I'm just playing. But nah, so I'm like, okay, but she was setting me up for that, bro. You know what I mean? That's the kind of chick that you need around you. You know what I mean? That's the kind of chick that you need around you, right? Because all them other chicks, they said, cool, I ain't gonna get you nothing. I ain't got to, so I ain't, right? And it wasn't nothing wrong with it. But I told this chick the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And she still got me something. You know what I mean? She didn't have to do that, but she did that, right? So now I know that I gotta be on my shit when it come to her, right? I gotta be on my shit when it come to her. And then I wake up, right? I wake up and I get right back to the bullshit, right? I get right back to the bullshit, right? And as I'm heading on my way to the bullshit, I had an epiphany, bro. Like, bro, I'm in the same exact spot that I was in last year, and I'm not about to make, y'all, I'm telling y'all, February 15th, February 14th, 15th, like, bro, this shit is coming like deja vu, bro. The same shit. I ain't making the same mistake in 2024 that I made 2023. You know what I mean? I ain't doing it. If it don't help you grow, man, you gotta let it go. If we still, I knew if I've been dealing with you for X amount of years and I could meet a motherfucker in 4 months, right? You too. If you've been dealing with a motherfucker for X amount of years and you could meet a motherfucker in 4 months who done did 2-3 times more than this motherfucker that you've been dealing with for X amount of years, that person for X amount of years probably ain't helping you grow. You know what I mean? That person probably ain't helping you grow, right? Because ain't no way, and y'all know, this is a Boston channel. We love talking about resumes and shit. Resumes exist, right? Resumes exist, right? If this resume, you've been in long, 10 days, you've been in longer, right? You got this kind of resume. You got, this person ain't been around as long, right? But if they resume better, but they resume better. You know what I mean? So how is this person's resume better than your resume? And you've been around for X amount of years. I can about you though. Man, Gay think he wasn't getting anything because he wasn't being delivered. At the end of the day, he ain't gonna see something good. But I'm telling you, man. Now I played it down. I played it down, Cook. I played that shit. I played that shit quickly. I played that good. You know what I mean? I played that good. Yup. I was beating that shit. I was beating that Holiday down. Man. You know what I'm saying? But I learned a lot about myself yesterday and this morning. Man, right? I learned a lot about myself, and I ain't making the same mistakes, bro, that I made last year, bro. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be better. We gonna be better, man. And you're a demon, Carl. Like a Queen. I love seeing the Queens there. I probably shouldn't put that on the screen, dude. He said, boy said, Carl. You know what I mean? Resumes matter, though, bro. But I'm saying, man, if it don't help you grow, man, you got to let it go. Like, I'm not, like, every time I'm dealing with you, man, I find myself losing. Again, whether I'm losing something mentally, whether I'm losing something physically, whether I'm losing something physically. I'm not in 23, man. Temptation is a motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Temptation is a motherfucker. It's temporary and it's only for a moment. You get what I'm saying? I'm having this conversation with y'all, with myself, because goddamn it, I gotta do a lot better job. I gotta do a lot better job at fighting past that moment, because it ain't last nothing but a moment. Because I ain't got number 4 minutes in. I'll just play. That moment, I gotta do a lot better at getting past that, getting over that moment. You know what I mean? Because especially with shit that ain't helping me grow. You know what I mean? It don't help you grow. Like again, temporary shit. What's good, man, Chad? Temporary shit don't bring growth. It's fun. It's a neutral thing. It flatten out. You know what I mean? He had 2 for a feet. Hey, 2. That's one too many. That's one too many pumps, D-man. But I digress. But anyway. Most of the stuff that's what's good, J. Gill. Most of the stuff that's what I'm looking for. What's the right word there? Hey, y'all sit here. What's the right word that I'm looking for, man? Because I ain't gonna say happiness, because again, happiness is a temporary feeling. Like if it don't bring you fulfillment, right? If it don't bring you fulfillment, PJ, what's good, PJ? Y'all roll in this motherfucker. Now y'all must be waking up. Y'all wake up at 7:30. What time y'all get up? Appreciate y'all folks sliding through. If it don't bring you fulfillment, bro, throw it away. Not temporary fulfillment either, bro, because you know what's long term, right? And you know what's long term, and you know what's temporary. Like I just told y'all, I tell everybody every year, don't give me nothing for Valentine's Day, right? Because it ain't even for me. You know what I mean? And most times they don't give me shit, right? I told this woman the same thing. She G5, shit. Fizzle, what's good? What's good, Fizzle? Right? As long as I told this woman the same shit, right? Shout out my boy Fizzle. I told this woman the same shit, right? Like, man, you ain't gotta give me nothing, but I really feel like it. It's not for us. She got me some anyway, right, bro? You know what I mean? And just something as small as that, man. Something as small as that. You know what I mean? Something as small as that. I was just about to say that. Hey, that's why you my girl, Queen. That's why you. I was about to say it, but I didn't want to say it. I was just about to say that. I was out because, but you know, yeah, I ain't want to make it so obvious. You know what I mean? Shout out my brother Fizzle. Shout out my brother Fizzle. He said, "F that dumb simp ass holiday." Right, yo. And then what I was telling my gal, right? I was telling her for weeks, right? I was really trying to gauge her a little bit, right? I was really, honestly, y'all, this is why I'm a terrible person, bro, because I was trying to gauge her, right? And then I ended up being the goddamn, I ended up being, I was trying to gauge her, right? I was telling them I'm downplaying the holiday, really trying to see if she gonna leave me or whatever. I tried to make her think I ain't getting nothing at all to see if she was gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to see. You gotta see, bro. If I'm at the point, bro, I'm 32 years old, bro. I don't got time to be just playing with people, bro. I don't got time to be just fucking on you, even if your pussy is amazing. You know, even if you do that thing with your tongue that I like, even if you do lick the berries while you stroke the shaft and shit like that, even shit. Even if you do rub on my chest and shit, because you know I like, even if you do all that stuff, bro. Like, I'm 32, bro. I need more than that, man. That ain't helping me grow, man. That's helping me get off. Right? she said this. Right, but that's temporary, quick. This still not, we still going right, quick. We still going right. But that's temporary, though. You know what I'm saying? That ain't enough, man. That ain't enough. You know what I mean? That ain't enough. This is how I know I'm getting old. For one, I can't see my vision going bad, and I gotta wear glasses now. Right when I take my glasses off, I look like I got the dark rings around my eyes, shit. So that's one, right? But this is how I know I'm getting old, bro. Right? Because I'm on this bitch saying I need more than having my cherries and berries lit. You know what I mean? That just ain't enough, man. That just ain't enough. You know what I mean? I'm gauging this woman though, man. I'm turning the holiday down. I'm trying to see if she go leave or she go be like, she go just put this all on the holiday, right? She go put this all on the holiday. So all the good times that we have, right? If I didn't do something on this holiday, I kind of wanted to see. Right? Would she, kind of skedaddle if I didn't put value in Valentine's Day, right? I was trying to see. I was trying to gauge her. You know what I mean? And she passed the test, right? So I went ahead and I got her something for Valentine's Day. I got her something for Valentine's Day, the day of Valentine's Day. I was on the phone with her. I told her I was out doing stuff with my cousin. I told her I was out buying juice and tea and shit. And she, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing her around because she made it. She passed all the fucking tests. You know what I mean? So as we on the phone, I went and got her something for Valentine's Day, and I brought it to her because she checked the boxes, right? Because she was perfectly fine. She was perfectly fine with not getting that. I don't know if she was perfectly fine with it, right? But she was still here. I didn't get her. She didn't know she had Valentine's Day gift until about, bro, 2 p.m. on Valentine's Day. 3 p.m. on Valentine's Day. I ain't tell her, but she was still here. You know what I mean? Then I broke out her gifts, and she said, I got you something too. First of all, when the fuck did you go give me something? Because you've been here for 4 or 5 fucking days straight. So I know you ain't had time to go to work. So that means you been got this shit, right? That means she was gauging me too, right? She was gauging me too. You know what I'm saying? She was gauging me too, dog. And that was a moment, bro. And that was after I did that fucked up ass shit that I did. You know what I mean? That was after I did that fucked up ass shit that I did. Right? But man, if it don't help you grow, man, you got to let it go, bro. You got to let it go, man. I'm past the just You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey man, we'll tell you everything you need to know. He said, hey, a man will tell you everything you need to know if you just let him talk. Facts. You know what I mean? Facts. Especially me, because I hate I hate all this shit is. I hate all this shit. That's why I be getting mad. I be getting mad when people like quick, like, I'm gonna put that up there. And I ain't really sure how you meant it, right? But I be getting mad, like, I like and this probably ain't what you was talking about though, right? But I like directness. You know what I mean? I like directness, especially like if you my woman, right? So if you a mature enough male, you may need to date older and more mature women. Oh yeah, for sure, Phil. And I think that's where I'm at in my life, right? I think that's where I'm at in my life. I think that's where I'm at with it. I think that's where I'm at with it, man. But quickly, like, I hate when people like beat around the bush. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when they stir around what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my gal, we was fighting a lot in my new gal, my grown woman, right? My grown woman. We was fighting a lot like in December, right? So we had a whole look. It was like a month-long fight, right? Indirect fight, right? And I know it's going on, right? But again, I'm trying to teach a lesson. I'm trying to get somewhere with this, right? So I know now she came out and admitted that she was acting a little funny because I said something, right? And she took it literally, right? And she really didn't take it literally, but I know that she was acting literally towards me, right? Trying to teach me a lesson. So I didn't. Is there any beginning? Yeah, that's all right. But once the light bulb goes off, then it changes. Yeah, right. So it was like we was just in December. It was, you know what I'm saying? We was at it. Basically, it was about me finding time to do the stuff that I do. Me finding time to do YouTube. Me finding time to, go to the houses, right? Me finding time to, go to the gym and shit like that. Like it's taken away from me and her time, right? And I told her basically, like, man, I gotta make my bread, right? I gotta do this, right? Like, that's something that I have to do. So she basically kind of just stopped. She almost kind of, she fell off me a little bit, right? She fell off me a little bit, like, she wouldn't call as much, right? And I noticed the difference, right? But I know she doing it because we had that one argument where I said, you know what I mean? Like, I need a little more time to do other things, right? So now what she doing is she giving me all the space in the world. Like, she giving me all the air in the world to, you know what I mean? And I noticed that, so I just play it out too, right? And then where the breakthrough was, right? One day she told me the breakthrough was one day she told me, she was like, she said, I don't feel love. I need reassurance. I need this. She's like, I need reassurance. And I was like, well, beautiful. I told you about a month ago. right? That I just needed a little more time. I needed what I do for my money, right? It takes time. I don't have a 9 to 5, right? I said I needed time to and I got some shit going on right now, you know what I'm saying, with my business accounts and shit. But I was like, what I do, it take a little time, right? She kind of fell up off me. She basically was like, I don't feel reassurance. You don't make me feel like you love me. I was like, well, okay. Well, damn. So when me and you talk, is it me calling you or is it you calling me? Right? And she was like, well, you call me more. Right. I was like, well, shit, I tell you I love you every day, don't it? She was like, well, yeah. And I was like, okay, so go check your contact book because she stopped calling me because I told her, I need time to do what I need to do. So she just stopped calling in general. She was basically just letting me call her the whole time, right? But I knew this, right? And I was actually feeling like I felt the switch. Like I felt like, oh yeah, she was, and I heard on the phone because she said, why she sounds right. Yeah, Tay. She said, yeah, right. And I know that, which is why we had this breakthrough, right? Which is why I played it the way I played it, right? Because I saw the switch, right? When she switched, when she went from, because she all over me. She wanted them all over you, girl. Right? She all over me in my ear, calling me, texting me, right? And I like that. Right? And I liked it. But she got upset because she said I would really only have time for her like right before I go to sleep, or I wouldn't have a whole lot of time for her before. For sure, Phil, I wouldn't have a whole lot of time for her, before I get busy, right? So I told her, maybe you should. I guess I said it wrong, right? But she took it so literally, right? And I don't really think she took it literally. I think she reacted literally to try to teach me a lesson. So I was going to teach her a lesson as well, right? So I kept being the same way, right? I kept being the same way. I kept calling. And then she told me, like, right, a month later, like, she didn't feel a love. She felt like I put, everything else before her. I was like, well, don't I call you all the time? I was like, when we have communications, right? Now, now this is the one I'm dealing with now. Now she 35, something like that. 35. You know what I mean? This was a while back. This ain't now. This is our old problem. We done already got past this. You know what I'm saying? This situation is how we had the breakthrough, right? You know what I'm saying? She helping me grow, right? And I'm still growing. I'm still working on myself. I'm still growing, right? But I tell you this. She growing on me, right? She growing on me. You know what I mean? She growing on me. But now this is a different person. This is a different person, right? This is the one after the young girl, right? This is the one after the This, she said maybe the atonement mistake. She just I know what she did, right? She took it as if I was saying I don't want all that love, right? You know what I'm saying? Cause I said a bunch of shit. I said like I said you make, I want you to be happy, right? And I want to be happy, and then we could be happy together, right? So I know her being a woman, Tay and Quee, right? She was like, she took it like, okay, so this nigga, well, I'm gonna give you all the space in the world, right? And I understand the code, I understand the phone conversations, and I also know that she don't even have the phone conversations around me no more. I noticed that too, but I understand the code words. When y'all talking about us, y'all say a girl, right? I know when somebody halfway talking about me, or when you say stuff related to the conversation, when you be like, girl, she did this, she did that. Yeah, she did. I know you talking about me, right? So I heard her say on the phone one time, right? She ain't gonna have to worry about, me no more. She gonna have all the time in the world to, do what she want to do. I know she talking about me. You know what I'm saying? I know she talking about me, right? So at that moment, I knew, because I was starting to feel like that she didn't love me, right? I'm like, damn, she treated me different. Like I was feeling it, right? Like this is over the course of the month of December, right? I was feeling like, damn, but I really couldn't put a finger on it, right? But then I started listening to the conversations that we was having, right? And she still said she wasn't, but I felt like, that she was talking about me. You know what I'm saying? I felt like she was talking about me, right? So I told him, No, I heard her say, well, she ain't gonna have to worry about me. She gonna have all the time. In my mind, I know she talking about me because I know how y'all talk. Right? I know how y'all talk. You know what I mean? And I also noticed that she don't have the phone conversations around me no more because in the midst of one of those arguments, I told her, I said, and I know girl talk. I told her, I said, I know girl code. I said, I know girl code talk too, right? So they don't really have a conversation. So they don't really have a conversation in front of me no more, right? So they just confirmed in my mind that I was right. So I knew exactly when she started, acting different, right? Well, at that moment, it confirmed that, oh yeah, she was acting different. So once I got hip to her, trying to teach me a lesson about not, when I got hip to her, trying to teach me a lesson, like, well, I'm not gonna give you no time. I ain't gonna hit you up. But I was still hitting her though. Every day I was still hitting her up, mostly, right? But then I was waiting for her to have that. I was waiting for it to explode over like it did, right? And for her to finally say, well, I feel like you treat me different. I feel like, you ain't loving me the same, right? So me, I said, I'm glad you said that because I feel the same way. She was like, how you feel that way? I said, check your call log. And I did this on purpose. I said, check your call log. It's me calling you. You say I don't have time for you, right? I said, but I only call you. She was like, well, yeah. I was like, so how do you feel unloved? Right, baby? I'm like, baby, how do you feel unloved if I'm always calling you? Right? You say that I don't have much time for you, right? You don't call me at all. And she used to call me a lot, but she stopped, right? When I told her about the happy. I mean, you be happy, then be happy. But I wasn't breaking up with her. I was saying I felt like you were dependent on a lot of your happiness from me. And I was like, I don't want that. I want you to be happy. I want to be happy. And then we can come together and be happy about what the fuck we happy about and be happy for us being together, right? I don't want all your happiness to be in me. Though I was like, man, because I said I'm going to lose a lot of time, you know what I mean? Basically, right? Type deal. And she broke loose a little bit. Right now, we were still together. I was still seeing her. We weren't talking. I was still, pulling up and shit, but it wasn't, the same. It was like little slick comments. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn. So I started to feel a certain way too. But when I start to feel a certain way, I'm gonna speak of it. It ain't gonna be no indirectness, right? And as soon as I spoke on it, right, the problem cleared up. You know what I mean? But I had to let that month go by so I could get her to see it. She was trying to teach me a lesson about, well, if I'm bothering you, I won't bother you, right? And I was teaching her a lesson. and I was teaching her a lesson about whenever I get free time, I'm talking to you, right? It's been a month of time where you really ain't been hitting me up. And I still been hitting you up. You know what I mean? I still been hitting you up. You know what I mean? So how do you not feel love when I'm the one making all the community? I'm putting up on you. I'm hitting you. So how do you feel unloved? I said, I don't feel unloved. I said, you used to tell me you love me when you saw me. You used to give me kisses. You ain't hugged me since I walked in this house. And I knew this. I was feeling it, and I just waited. I waited for this moment. You know what I mean? For her to be like, I don't feel love no more. Well, guess what? Me either. Because I saw when you started. And I told her the exact date. I told her the conversation, bro. I had like 12 different things for her. You know what I mean? I had like 12 different things, and she couldn't. But that's when I know that she was real. She was solid because she took acceptance in that. She said, eventually, it wasn't easy, right? It was like a month-long passive aggressive fight, and then we had an actual verbal, trying to work it out, confrontation like 3 days straight. You know what I'm saying? Working out the problem, we broke through. Now we good. We together on Valentine's Day. Went to the Grizzlies game yesterday. We Gucci gold now, right? But it took. I could have said all that shit. I could have had everything lined up. I could have told her everything, right? But it took for her to have that acceptance, and not just accept it, but accept it and make a real change, right? accept it and make a real change. Accept it and make a real change, right? Not accept it and lie to me through your motherfucking teeth like you a fucking saint when you know you're not, bitch. But anyway, I digress. My bad. I had to read out. But when she accepted it, and then she made change. She was like, you know what? You right. I did change up on you because, and she told me because you said this, and I said, baby, I knew that. I said we could have had this conversation months ago, and we've been peachy glory. We've been Gucci gold. We've been Gucci gold ever since. You know what I mean? We've been Gucci gold ever since. You know what I mean? I helped her grow, right? And she helped me grow. You know what I mean? But I could have said all that shit. I could have made more points than Martin Luther King at the I Have a Dream speech, right? I could have made more points than motherfucking I could have made more points. You know what I mean? Then mother. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna bring the Lord in this. But I finna say it to it. But I digress. You know what I mean? But if she didn't hear it, if she didn't accept it, right? Because that's how you know when you're dealing with. That's how she said for your girl, bro. Appreciate you quickly. That's how you got the flames for you in Philly. My bad. You know what I mean? But it took for me, right? Because we would have been doing that passive aggressive shit, bro, forever if I had to let it keep going, right? But that day when she said she ain't feel love, I decided to go and let it on out because it was getting to a point where I was tired of playing the fucking game. You know what I mean? I was tired of playing the game. You know what I mean? I was tired of having to deal with you. Really, she was really coming to me like I didn't. I'm like, bro, you ain't called me, bro, months. Like, bro, you how many times do you call me? Let's add up the times where I'm calling you and you calling me. Right? Let's add up the times where I'm saying I love you, saying you love. How the fuck you don't feel love? Right? And I shot the fuck off. I shot the fuck off because I knew this was coming. You know what I'm saying? I really was starting to not feel. You know what I'm saying? Because it took me like 2 weeks to really realize the switch she made. But I caught on early once I realized I was like, oh, you doing that shit on purpose. And I really got upset. But I ain't let it out right then because I had to get my point across. You know what I mean? I let it go on for about 2-3 more weeks. And then it just got to a point where it blew up. I guess she got tired of playing the game, right? And then she hit me with the you don't treat. And then we had our breakthrough, right? But she had to accept that, damn, I did switch up on him to teach him a point, right? And that's where we had our goddamn breakthrough. You know what I mean? She accepted it, and then I realized, oh, okay, so that's something I could rock with, like what humility, right? Accountability, right? It's a beautiful thing, especially in a woman, because y'all don't got none. I said what I said. I said humility, accountability. That shit is sexy in a woman, man. And when she said, you right, I did switch up on you. She said, you right, I'm gonna do better. She's like, I shouldn't have said something. I should have said something. I should have told you and asked you what you meant. And I was like, you know what? You deserve some head. I was like, you know what? You deserve some head. You know what I mean? I was like, you deserve some head. Right? Because motherfuckers is not taking accountability and motherfuckers is not really trying to grow for real. Like, honestly, motherfuckers is not trying to grow out here, man. For real. Like, I'm too old, bro. I'm 32. I'm 32 years old, bro. Like, what used to? She said, well, you know, I'm gonna go left real quick. What used to matter, man? What used to matter? It don't really matter no more, for real. It really don't, man. What used to matter, man? really don't matter no more. Yeah, you still young T. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure that. For sure that. But I know I'm growing though. I'm growing. You know what I mean? Yeah, in fact, I'm for sure young. 32, because I sure hate to leave right now. If I left today, yeah, I'd be young. If I left today, I would be young. But as far as me being here, I'm not young. You know what I mean? I'm not young. I've been here long enough. You know what I mean, Tay Tay? If I left today, I would be considered young, right? But I'm way past old enough. You know what I mean? I'm way past old enough. You know what I mean? I'm way past old enough to know what's good for me, right? I'm way past old enough to know what's temporarily good for me, right? And what's good for me in the long run. You know what I mean? Can y'all hear me? I'm young, but I'm way old enough to know what's good for me. I'm old enough to know what's good for me in the temporary sense and what's good for me in the long run. Right? And at this point, man, I used to not care about a lot of shit. I used to look over a lot of shit, right? And I ain't in that state. I don't want to have to look over it, right? I want it to not be there. I want it to not be there. Right? I don't want to have to look over. I want you to not, I ain't gonna say, because everybody is flawed, right? But certain things, bro, are just certain things are what's what I'm looking for. Certain things just ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at this point in my life, right? It ain't worth it. If what you bring, if what you bring, I could get anywhere else, right? Especially if it's the main thing you bring, right? If the main thing that you bring in, I could get anywhere else, right? He said you need a hug. Send a love kid. You would find your true. Now, Tay Tay. Now I'm talking about. I think I'm on the right track. I'm really talking about me right now. Like I kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm realizing that's what I'm saying. Like I think I'm growing. Right? This ain't necessarily. I didn't lose nothing today. Right? I gained clarification. You know what I'm saying? What I lost today, right? I needed it to be gone, right? And I gained clarification on, I believe I gained clarification on what my future should look like. You know what I mean? What my past looked like, right? Yesterday I had an epiphany. I had what my past looked like in my hand, right? And what my future looked like in my hand, right? And for a second, y'all, I let my past win, right? But I'm realizing like what I used to value, I don't value no more, right? What I used to value, I don't value no more. You know what I'm saying? And it took yesterday, it took this morning for it to really, really click for me. Like it really took for it to really click, man. Right? For it to really click. You know what I mean? And I'm in the exact same spot that I was in last year, right? And I'm not gonna fall for the same shit that I fell for last year. You know what I mean? Literally in the exact same spot that I was in last year. And I ain't going back down that fucking road. You know why? Because I ain't going down that road because I'm on the elevator. Right? I ain't going down that road no more because I'm on the elevator, man. And I'm going the fuck up. But that's all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing. Skinny Hardaway, Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how you rock it. And I'm out. Look, I greatly appreciate y'all with the super chats and shit. I probably need to come up here and start. Let me find out y'all like when TB preaching and shit. But I greatly appreciate it's a beautiful thing when the future starts looking mighty bright. Okay, keep focused at all times. Carm, I thought you was gone. Shout out my girl Carm. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing, man. Skinny Hardaway, Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how you rock it. And I'm out. Look.